finally getting to work on my friend Jack's pickup truck. The thing that struck me first about this truck was the chop is just on. The proportions are perfect. I love the 5-window look, the little corner windows in the back of the cab. It takes a lot of work to make all that happen. I think the coolest thing about this truck is the fact that it has a complete drivetrain upgrade.
It's a front-wheel drive out of a Cadillac.
All right, I see the steering and everything.
Put in the back.
Basically, the whole front clip of a Cadillac in the back of the pickup truck. This van has gone full custom already. I think it's really cool. I'm thinking it really nice interior, cool paint job, lower it, it's on the road. And the cool factor in all of it is that the bodywork's done. I think if we just give this a quick block sand, maybe a sealer and paint, we're good to go.
No, we're gonna have to cut it up a little bit. I can't leave anything alone. So we're gonna have to take about this much out of the middle. I want the top to be about this high.
Jack threw a total curveball at this project. I was thinking of wild paint schemes, you know, and he's talking about cutting this thing apart. So you want to section the entire body?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good looking truck like it is, man.
I know.
Sure you don't want to just start on another one? This is
No. This has to be the one. It was chopped 4 inches already, and he liked that, but I had other ideas. I have some drawings here that I kind of scribbled out here.
Oh, yeah. He's showing me all these pictures. He's got these different ideas, you know, he's talking shop, and I'm just trying to hang in there. I still can't get over the fact we're gonna cut apart this awesome truck. This is even crazier, man. I mean, this is a nice, clean-looking, classic kind of chop-top pickup, and you want to build a spaceship.
Of course. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
That's pretty freaking radical, man. That's like a full custom body then.
Well, it is.
But you don't really change anything mechanical under here. It's just all sheet metal work.
Mechanical work's been done.
Wow.
It needs a little, it's got a few little bugs in it.
I don't mean to seem a little nervous, but I am starting to sweat.
It's hot out too.
I'm the guy that likes to cut stuff up, likes to freak it out. So Jack's kind of turning the tables here. I thought we were going mellow on this, and he's taking it to a whole new level. I dug this truck from the moment I saw it. I was trying to get it off of Jack. He doesn't seem to have any attachment at all. He's treating this like I treat most cars. They're just raw, blank canvases. Cut them up, change them. There's a few techie things I want to accomplish with removing this sheet metal, but I know we're sectioning this bed. These are about 7-foot-long sheet metal panels. They're gonna be way easy to warp if we don't set it up properly. We want to section it 5.5 inches because the shock towers are that much lower than the stock bed rails. I think if we cut off the top surface, we'll still have this shelf to weld to, so the new panel can come right in and lap just inside the old joint. While Jack's doing the bed sides, I'm going through the nose. I'm gonna try to remove all the panels independently, take one at a time off of the inner structure, because I think that's all we're gonna modify is the inside of the skeleton of this truck.
Air conditioned now.
It's that blow-through design. Keep your toes cool on those hot days. Typical day in the shop, sir. You know how it goes.
Looks great.
Right.
I love it.
A lot of people get nervous, but
No.
you're a welder, man.
I don't think so.
This is getting heavy. Jack doesn't seem to be phased, you know? He's getting into the cutting of this thing, and he's all on board. Jack's seen me complete a lot of vehicles. I'm sure he's completely confident. He's just never seen the process.
Once we start cutting and he got into it, I couldn't keep up with him. He can look at something and see it in his head. I got 1 piece done and you got 5 pieces
I'm
done.
fast, man.
I can see that. So I had to hurry up and cut the other panels. I've been wanting to build this thing ever since I saw the car back in the 60s. I thought it was the most beautiful truck I'd ever seen. And I said, one of these days I'm going to build this thing. You know, it sat around for so long and I'm thinking, well, maybe this will never happen. But now it's happening. You don't see trucks like this running around on the streets, even today.
There's a little bit of a fuss getting these bedsides off. There was a lot of structure in the tailgate area. Helped Jack cut through that with the Sawzall. all of a sudden, there's only half a truck. We're deep. It's total loss. Call the insurance. Jack, how do you feel now that I just cut your whole truck in half?
I don't know.
Hey,
Hey, look what I got.
what the heck you got
Couple
there?
of models here.
Three-dimensional?
I found these in the attic yesterday.
Jack came in this morning with actual three-dimensional models. You could tell he's been ruminating on this for a while. He's a passionate man. He's building scale models. He's ready to rock. Oh, so this is the Ford pickup, but this is
a
the
Ford.
Dodge.
That's the
starting point.
A100.
Right, okay. But this is the actual show car. And
Right,
something.
and this is, I tried to make this kind of look like,
So this is, in essence, what we're building.
yeah, real close.
Yeah, so I think we're right on the money by cutting all the skin off that
yeah,
we did.
yeah.
That was the thing, you know, looking at those photos, I was always looking at this body line, but this model without the body line, it actually looks pretty darn cool.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah. This looks tough, man. It's good to see that Jack shares the same passion for this stuff as I do. Because if you saw the scale models and weird stuff that I go through to build my things, it really gives you a feel for the whole vehicle. It's good to know we're on the same page. As soon as we accomplished this radical sectioning, starting to look like mini truck style, you know, street truck, super low, pickup. And that inspired me to go with a lowered front end suspension. I got an idea how to pull it off. I just want to see if Jack's on board. So here's what we got. I unbolted everything and I made a couple plates. I don't think we have to take the axle out at all. We can just take both springs off and just flip them,
Uh-huh.
bolt it all up, and then weld the plate right to the axle.
Let it hang on the shocks.
Yeah. It's a million ways to go about lowering this truck. I think we're just gonna take the suspension apart and put it back together upside down.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna give your head a cleaning. That's what you get for laying on the floor. One of the hazards of laying down on the floor in this shop is there's somebody at ground level just waiting to attack.
I think we're engaged. I'm not sure. Okay, dog.
It's kind of like a feeding frenzy. You've seen Shark Week, you know how it goes. Once the dog gets the taste, forget it.
Okay, dude. Hit the road.
Here it is. Cool. Once we got the suspension taken apart, we flipped the leaf springs below the axle.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on lowering the vehicle, but Ian insisted on it. So we're gonna see how it looks.
Way lower. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a total change of attitude.
There it is.
It's been said a million times. Lower the vehicle, it looks a million times different. It's just way better, in my opinion. I like it.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
The next big element is the windshield. Jack's planning on using Lexan, but he's got this other window frame.
It's off of 60 Ford station wagon.
1960?
I knew that's what the other one was, so.
The main reason Jack wants to use this is that the original Diora used the same part. And I agree that that's the best way to build a project is around the glass frame. The problem is this window is way too narrow. See, I gotta come in.
Gotta come in? I'm a inch and a half in.
Yeah, me too.
Original vehicle that it was built off of, the first one, it was a Dodge. This is a Ford. This thing's 3.5 inches wider. If it's too much trouble, why don't we just go with the original?
Don't chicken out now. Come on. This is gonna work. You just need to figure it out. Bottom line is Jack really likes the shape of this, and I think I can make it work.
If it flows properly, that's what you're trying to make it do, flow with the rest of the vehicle. And if it doesn't, if it's interrupted or something, then you change it. Just set that and slide it up in there.
Yeah. I think so.
Now I'm getting nervous.
My idea for the windshield is to use the lower portion of the frame that Jack brought in and made it to the original upper portion of the truck roof.
Ian set it in there. We stood back and looked at it, and it looked right. Perfect, straight. It's gonna come out better than I thought it was gonna come out. Ian used the bottom of the frame that I brought, which I really like, and I think it's gonna flow in real good with the headlights that I found. What do you think of this now? Just for the...
Where the heck did you get those from? You sneaking parts in behind my back, man. Jack's showing up with something from the local junkyard. Could have been on Grandma's Oldsmobile or something, and I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah, I found these out of an '84 Buick, and they were the thinnest rectangular headlights I could find, so I'm just hoping that they work.
I felt like we needed to do a quick mock-up of the front end just to see how they'll look. I think Jack's and my process are very similar in that he's just looking for futuristic shapes. I guess in 1960, 1980 was pretty far in the future. So yeah, I guess he's doing that.
Maybe a little hidden, more hidden. Let's see if it looks, oh yeah, oh that's it.
Right, just shield the top of it.
Like eyebrows.
And then he takes the lights and recesses them, like Frenches them in way back. You don't even have any idea that these are mid-'80s or whatever production lenses. They're just sunken in and it works. So I'm getting the whole look of this nose now. It's all starting to make sense. I just don't understand how you're gonna fit in this thing. What's your plan with that? I can barely even get in the door.
This won't be in the way.
I understand shortening the steering column.
This will be over here.
What do you mean?
We're gonna move this over. You see these sprockets?
Right.
We're gonna build a thing here with a sprocket here with a chain on it.
Jack says he's just gonna move the seat between the fender wells and then reposition the steering. A chain drive, sprocket, steering offset.
Yeah, this will be the other sprocket over here, and a piece of chain around it.
You're looser than me, man. Jack's got a lot of crazy ideas, and I like it. The whole thing here is proportion, so that's really what all this calibrating and whatnot's about, just trying to make the rear wall angle match the A-pillars.
I think it looks perfect. You just start making the surround pieces and weld it in.
So we stick the back wall of this thing in position, just for a mock-up. And the most important thing is somebody gonna fit in here? The back wall is gonna inhibit your shoulder room, and let's see what we're working with in real world measurements. Hop on in there, sir. Thing's tight.
Where's my head? Is it too high?
Yeah.
I sat on the seat and my head stuck up about 4 inches above the roof.
No, I've got the solution. We're gonna make a blade right here, and you're gonna sit into position, and we're gonna take that much off.
Just like I'm
It's gonna fit
getting an
perfect.
autopsy.
Right, it's gonna be perfect. I saw this coming from a mile away, and here we go. Now the challenge of actually getting a human to fit in this vehicle begins.
It's gonna be fun getting out of this thing too. I can see that. Now we're gonna have to take something out of the seat or cut the floor and drop the seat down into the floor so I can sit a little lower, because I don't want to be driving it like this.
I think we're gonna get Jack to fit in this thing. I got a couple ideas, he's got a couple ideas, it's gonna work. Jack's main concern was the angle of this rear window. Once we got that established, the rest was kind of up to me. He had to take off, and I get to get creative. The big challenge in this glass fit-up is that it's a different curve, and it could go wrong pretty easily. I got a couple ideas to make this work. It's just gonna take a bunch of effort. I'm gonna come down from the glass with a piece of sheet metal and then create sort of a shelf that goes into the bed. The original framework that supported the back of the cab is still intact, and I want to attach to that. Well, that's my point of view. I hope he was thinking the same thing. I think it's gonna be all right. The rear of this cab is a major design element in the back view of this vehicle. Jack kind of left it up in the air. We got a lot of loose ends. It's up to me to figure it out. The only way I can describe what these little side panels are gonna look like is similar to what you see in an El Camino. The back glass is kind of recessed in the body, and it's got these exaggerated sort of fin shapes that go down into the bed. I don't think this should have a hard 90-degree angle in here. It's gonna look funny. This nice graceful curve is just gonna lick right around and turn into this little fin thinger. I'm leaving this kind of rough. I want Jack to see it. We can refine it to whatever he thinks looks best. I might be on a completely different path than him. Today's the day. Jack's coming in to check out my sail panels.
Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. I didn't even know he was even getting close to that. But it's beautiful. Oh, man, this is more than I thought it was going to be.
So the big concern I had was this. We can cut these back, but we can't add to them. So I just left them big.
Well, yeah. Well, we have to look at it from the side.
I left these sail panels on the side of the rear window large for a purpose. I wanted Jack to come in, check them out, trim it to the angle.
I would think just a couple inches past the back glass. You know, right about here.
Cool. We can kind of come to this tack weld, maybe.
Yeah, about there. That's fine.
It was a relief to see that Jack liked the design of the sail panels. After we trimmed them up, Jack was really into it. He came up with another element he wanted to add.
You know, I was thinking, what if we put a little...
You could put louvers.
No.
Freaking
Just
bubble windows.
put a step in it.
A big crystal.
With the
Oh, bead roll it?
bead roller.
You could do that.
It was plain. I figured, you know, if we put a little step in it, break it up a little bit, and it also give it more strength.
Jack comes up with an idea to put a bead roller on it and then create an embossed pattern. And I think that's going to set it off perfectly. I'm impressed.
We'll weld that together and go from there.
Yeah, I think it's all about having the right crown in the roof skin before we can go any further.
Right.
This roof skin is definitely not going to be used again. Somebody put a big, ugly, mid-1980s motorized glass sunroof in it, and that sucks. I told Jack I have this roof skin sitting in the back lot. Just might work for what we're doing. So this is the semi-permanent collection. Just, you know, I'm always spinning multiple plates at the same time.
Of course.
Got your dune buggy, T-bird, Baja bug.
Oh, yeah, but what do you got over here? What is with this KFC?
It's my chicken bucket. You know, and ask you if you want small, medium, or large.
And you ordered large.
I ordered the large.
Extra large, and this is what you got.
A crane dropped that in the back of the truck. I had to eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh, boy.
It was awesome. It was a great...
Your dog helped you, though.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I don't know what the hell he's going to do with that.
With all the stuff I build, I never know what kind of shapes I might need, so I'm always collecting cool stuff. Just like this roof. A guy was cutting a car apart.
And he gave you the roof.
He had a 58 Chevy. It was all rusted, and they were just taking it apart. But
yeah.
You see the roof skin is complete.
You think this is wide enough?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
We need a measuring device.
I think we bring it to the shop. I think this crown, see how crowned the bug roof is?
Yeah.
And then the T-bird roof is more like the Chevy truck. I think
this is right in
it's
between.
like the story of the three bears, right?
Yeah.
This one's just right.
Fine, just right.
Step into the shop and Jack gets busy with the technical stuff. He's measuring, he's thinking, he's considering.
63 from gutter to gutter. 55.
What's up?
That's 63, this is 55.
What? 10 inches difference? My plan was to just nail this roof, and it turns out it might be a lot more work than I thought.
When we brought it in here and set it down on the floor, I looked at it, and the first thing I thought was, this thing's not wide enough.
Well, we could just cut the whole skin off and move it around.
Till it fit, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We just need this skin for a portion of the roof. We still have a lot of leftover stuff. I'm thinking, let's just cut this off, slap it on top, and just see if we can work with it.
The roof is going to be a real challenge. The look of the roof is going to either make or break this truck. So we got to be real careful how it flows. We don't want it to stick up too high, and we don't want it too flat either.
We cut the roof skin out of its frame, put it on top of the rig, and we could see it's definitely short. It's going to need a considerable amount of work.
What if we turned this sideways? You want to turn it sideways just for grins to see?
I knew what side of the roof I wanted to work with, and Jack was picking the other one. So immediately I had trouble. Even though it was wider, I think the flatter contour is going to be better. You know, I've been telling you from the start, if we turned it sideways, it would fit a lot better. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I was surprised when he put it on because it did seem like it would fit better on the overall patchwork, but the contour, I think, still needed improvement.
This might work. Has to work.
It looks pretty good right now, but you know the story of the midnight or the late night girl in the bar who looks pretty good at the first moment's glance. Things could change in the morning. Jack and I are getting the body work done on some of the car, and I think I got an idea that'll make this roof work. I think the roof skin put on regular ways, not sideways, is gonna work.
You think so?
Well, let me cut this
Well, we'll
back.
try it and
Because
see.
look at this. If we use this, you know, these are original cut lines. They still match up.
Right.
So if we use
Cut
this
this in
portion,
here up to get around the curve and
you're
then
reading,
this overlap.
you're reading my mind, man. See, I don't have to tell you. The best way to go forward on this is to turn the roof back to its original orientation and then patch in all the sides with the original one from the truck.
And then we might have to work the metal around like this to make it fit. I'm not sure yet. We don't know what's going to happen.
The whole thing with fitting up this roof was simply to delete the sunroof. So I cut everything away from the original roof that we're gonna use, that being the four corners, basically, these compound curves, and attaching it to the new skin and just making sure it's all lined up. Just to show you, Chevy and the Ford can get along sometimes. In the end, it's a bunch more work than if we put it on sideways. Jack was just trying to help streamline the process, but I think this little bit of extra effort is gonna make the thing look way better.
Yeah, so it's a little bit low right here. We'll just have that much filler. That way we can lap on top.
It's not bad at all. This is important because if this roof doesn't look right, the whole truck isn't going to look right. So we don't want it to look like it's got a crew cut. And we don't want it to look bulbous. So it's got to fit somewhere in between.
All right, man, we're ready for the back portion. Trickiest part in the whole roof is the way the rear of it matches up with the rear window and the sail panels. This is a really big design element as well as a structural component. It's right at eye level. Everybody's looking at it, so it's got to count. Is that gonna work?
No.
What? That's it, we just cut this roof back again. You know?
Take some more
Take
off.
some
You
more,
just
because
keep going
I think you
till
want
it
to come in
lines
at least 2 inches, right?
up. Yeah, at least.
Yeah, because that looks pretty parallel. We'll come in 2 inches, and then we'll just come straight up from here.
If the back window and the rear of the roof doesn't look right, it just kills the whole project.
Our envisioning board. So I think that works, like that, eh?
Sure.
The rear center of the roof is the simple part. You take a piece of sheet metal and put it in the slip roller, set it up to the contour I need, and attach it. It's gonna be getting these corners patched in that's the challenge. So that's cool and all, but I'm just having trouble seeing how all of this is gonna come together. And before we go any further, let me just show you one thing I was thinking. I was thinking about how to make this back wall come into the back glass convincingly. Pitched Jack this idea about having kind of a rear overhang, frame it out with some round tube.
So this piece here would be out here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're hiding where the glass sits. It's a total little shroud.
First, I didn't think it was a good idea, but then when I saw it, I said, yeah, it was perfect because he saw something I didn't see. That's a great idea because I think that it gives it a transition here, a point here.
I think I won Jack over with my design of the roof and rear wall. He's really stepping back from the harsh design critic, and he went for it.
Does that make enough room for the third brake light? When that swoops
Third
out,
brake light possibilities are infinite with this design. I got the pep talk completed with Jack. All the pieces are in place. All I gotta do is build it. Putting this roof back together was a lot of extra work. If this thing didn't have a sunroof, it would have been a different story entirely. Now, it's all about making the rear of this roof come together.
Yeah, I think your idea with the tubes is perfect.
I'm glad that Jack liked the idea for the round tube surround because I knew it would tie the whole design together.
That's nice.
Not only did this round tube in the rear of the roof add the structure that we needed to attach to, by following that all the way around through the drip rails, it shaved them off and just helped the whole thing fit together. Take a look. Tell me what's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
What?
Just keep doing what you're doing. I like what you did with the window. It's beautiful.
I'm feeling pretty good with the rear of the roof, and then Jack shows me these taillights he wants to use. These are freaking massive taillights. What the heck are they out of? I've never seen anything like it.
It's 70 Chrysler. I found him at the junkyard. He looked at me, what the hell is this? And I said, well, we're gonna try this. We're gonna put these two together and see if they fit on the truck.
You know, these taillights are quite a bit different than what you had. I thought we were just gonna like hole saw and put the other ones back in.
No, you gotta.
So you're switching up the whole bill on the back of the truck too, I see.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like how I am.
This kind of changes everything. I don't know where he's going with this, but we're gonna have to figure it out.